The Nexus S is a smartphone co-developed by Google and Samsung and manufactured by Samsung Electronics for release in 2010. It was the first smartphone to use the Android 2.3 Gingerbread operating system, and the first Android device to support near-field communication in both hardware and software. This was the fourth time that Google worked with a manufacturer to produce a phone, the first, second and third being the Google G1, myTouch and the Nexus One, all three by HTC. Following the Nexus S, the next Android developer phone was the Galaxy Nexus, released the following year. As of October 2014, Google's current generation Nexus phone is the Nexus 6 by Motorola. History and availability. The Nexus S was demonstrated by Google CEO Eric Schmidt on November 15, 2010 at the Web 2.0 Summit. Google officially announced the phone on their blog on December 6, 2010. The phone became available for purchase on December 16 in the US and on December 22 in the UK. The Super AMOLED version of the phone is the GTI 9020 and it is based on the Samsung Galaxy S hardware, the principal hardware differences being the absence of support for an SD card and the addition of a near-field chip. The alternate SCLCD version of the phone is the GTI 9023 which is meant for the European market. In May 2011 Sprint introduced its Nexus S in the US. Unlike the GSM version, the Sprint Nexus runs on its WiMAX network and uses CDMA instead of GSM. Also in March 2011 Vodafone released a white version of the phone on its web store in the UK. In the United Kingdom, the Nexus S is sold at Carphone Warehouse and is available on the Vodafone, O2, T-Mobile, 3 and Orange networks. In France, it is available through SFR and Bouygues Telecom. In India, Samsung has officially announced sale of the unlocked version with Super LCD screen i9023, which will support all GSM-based carriers throughout the country. In Canada, the Nexus S became available at most carriers in April 2011 in two versions, one for Telus, Bell, and Rogers with 3G frequencies of 8,502,100 MHz, and the other for Winvida copyright Otron, using 3G frequencies 9,002,100. In Australia, the Nexus S became available in both black and white. It is available on Vodafone and its virtual provider Crazy Johns. Hardware, processor, the Nexus S has the Samsung Exynos 3110 processor. This processor combines a 45nm1 GHz ARM Cortex-A8-based CPU core with a PowerVRS GX 540 GPU. The CPU core, codenamed Hummingbird, was co-developed by Samsung and Intrinsity. The GPU, designed by Imagination Technologies, supports OpenGL ES 1.1/2.0 and is capable of up to 20 million triangles per second. Memory. The Nexus S has 512 MB of RAM, 16 GB of NAND memory, partitioned as 1 GB internal storage and 15 GB USB storage. The phone does not support additional storage capacity such as microSD. Screen. The Nexus S is the first device to use a 4.0-inch slightly curved glass touchscreen, described by Google as a contour display, with a Super AMOLED 800x480 VGA pentile matrix display manufactured by Samsung. In markets outside Canada, US, and UK, a Super LCD is supplied instead. Software. The phone shipped with Android 2.3, as the first device to ship with the updated OS. On December 19, 2011, Google released Android 4.0 for the Nexus S. The automatic update was suspended, allegedly due to poor battery performance. The UMTS GSM variants was among the first to receive Android 4.0.4 in March 2012. The Nexus S 4G, i9020A, D720 and M200, while taking longer than the GSM variant, received the Android 4.0.4 update. Several devices, such as the Samsung Galaxy S2, have or will receive updates before these variants. On June 27, 2012 at the Google I/O conference, it was announced that the Nexus S would be one of the first devices to receive an upgrade to Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, along with the Motorola Xuman Galaxy Nexus, began on July 26, 2012. On October 2012, the Jelly Bean 4.1.2 OTA update was released. On November 13, 2012, it was announced that the Nexus S would not be updated to Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. It is still supported by independent developers, though, and Android 4.2.2 based as well as 4.3 based alternative software can be installed. Variants, C, unlocked. Like all Nexus branded devices, the Nexus S cannot be SIM-locked and has an unlockable bootloader, allowing users to install custom ROMs. Critical reception. Joshua Topolsky, writing for Engadget Review, praised the device's hardware and software, concluding the truth is, it really is the best Android device available right now. The review by the Register gave the Nexus S an 85% rating and summarized it as a cool, innovative device with an eye to snatch a unregistered trademark S smartphone crown. An AnandTech review praised the display, NFC tag reader, and Android Gingerbread operating system, but noted the lack of 720p video recording, HSPA+ baseband, and external storage support. A Tech Radar review praised the Nexus S for fixing the GPS problems experienced with the Samsung Galaxy S. The good news for those looking to upgrade from the Samsung Galaxy S: the GPS issues have been resolved, in that you can actually now get a signal with no problem. Connect's review was enthusiastic about the display, operating system, and performance. Connect noted the lack of 720p video recording, HDMI output and external memory support. Connect also noted the rather fragile feel of the phone, the lack of LED notifications, and the few new features over the Nexus One successor. On October 19, 2011, Google unveiled the successor to the Nexus S, the Galaxy Nexus. See also, Alexander, references. External links, Google Nexus S at google.com, Nexus S at samsung.com.